Well, it's my spring TBR, right? So I'm wearing my flowery dress.
Groundbreaking.
Hi, welcome, come on in. My name is Aoife and today I am taking you through all of the books that are on my spring TBR. This is the third springtime TBR that I have set up, and this is the first one that's going to come with the new rules that I have to have read at least 75% of them. Still working my way through on figuring out what the forfeit is going to be, but I've specifically put on books that I know I'm really excited to read, some books that are already down as buddy reads, and stuff that I genuinely know I cannot wait to get to. First one on the list is Aisling in the City by Sarah Breen and Emer McLysaght. This is the fourth book in the Aisling series, which follows the titular Aisling, who comes from a very small town in Ireland, and you're following kind of her mishaps and misadventures in life. In this fourth book, Aisling has just broken up with her partner. Life is kind of getting a little bit on top of her here in Ireland, so she decides to up sticks and go to New York. Her boss has come to her with a brand new opportunity that sounds absolutely up her street, and she decides to just go for it, take 6 months in New York and just see what the city is like. I know that there is a romance kind of dotted in here, and I am very excited to see how Aisling is going to get on here. It's a book that kind of mirrors my life. I also, after a breakup, went to a new city and started anew, so I am very much hoping that that is going to connect me to Aisling here. Although, Aisling is one of the characters with whom I have the biggest connection anyway, so I'm very excited to read this. Next up is a kind of opposite of that, in that the character starts out in New York and then comes back home to Ireland, and it is The Rebound by Catherine Walsh. This is Catherine's second book. I've already read her previous book, One Night Only, and absolutely adored it. This book is about Abby, whose Monday morning does not start as she wants it to. She wishes that she was in her Manhattan apartment, getting ready for a brand new job, getting up with her boyfriend beside her, but life has a bit of a curveball to throw at her. She's lost her job, she's lost her relationship, and she is about to go back and move back in with her parents in her small town in Ireland. When she's at Dublin Airport, she meets a man at the taxi stand, and they kind of have a one-night stand together. But as she gets back home to her parents' place, it turns out that this guy is Luke. He grew up in the house next door to her parents. They haven't seen each other for about 10 or 15 years. Luke remembers exactly who Abby was, all of their history, all of their shared history together, but she cannot place him at all. So is their romance gonna blossom here when one of them can't remember anything that's happened before? Another one that I am excited to get to, and this one is going to be a buddy read with Cora from the blog Tea Party Princess, is Die A for Aunties by Jessie Sutano. This is, as of now, the first book in a 2-book series, but I'm almost certain there's going to be a third installment here. You're following Medi, who is going on a blind date with a guy, and by the end of the evening, he accidentally ends up dead. Then her 4 meddling aunties come on in, try and hide the body with her, but also there is a wedding business that the 4 aunties are involved in, and there's some kind of entanglement there. I have absolutely no idea how that is going to go, but I am very excited to see how it's going to play out. Next is another buddy read, this time with Ross from the book blog The Royal Bookshelf. This is Reputation by Lex Kircher. I have heard some phenomenal things about this one, but I am not very big on the historical romance genre. I'm hoping that because this has been described as Mean Girls meets Gossip Girl meets Bridgerton, hopefully it'll be a good kind of slide into it. Georgie has been abandoned by her parents and so moves in with her aunt and uncle in their lavish country house by the sea. They're hosting a party one night, and here she is introduced to Frances, who introduces Georgie and brings her into a world full of drunkenness and parties and debauchery. Next up is one book that you could not turn around last year and you didn't hear about this book. The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. This is all over Book Talk, it's all over BookTube, it's all over Bookstagram. I have to see what the hype is about. This is about a woman who works in STEM, she's doing a PhD, and there is a fake dating trope between her and a professor in the university, but I don't think that they have any kind of interaction on a professional and educational level. I love a fake dating trope. I love a kind of power imbalance in relationships. So let's see how I feel about this one, and let's see if the hype really is real. Last one up is Mother Folklore by Dara Kosheda. This is kind of a look at the Irish language how it's used on an everyday basis, if it is used at all on an everyday basis, and how we can kind of save it from the somewhat extinction that it is going through at the moment. I was gifted this very kindly last year for my birthday by my friend Caitlin, and I specifically wanted to keep it from March for the Irish Readathon, which is hosted by Aoife, Leanne, and Elaine, because I knew there would definitely be something that it would fit into. Those are all of the books that I am planning to read over this spring. Is there any of them that have caught your eye and that you think I should start off with? Don't forget to like and subscribe because I have new videos up every week. Now, get on out of here.